Alright, in this video we're going to cover a problem I ran into with the Island Model 200 revolver. What happened was, when I went out to shoot this in a certain lighting condition, I would lose the front sight. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it to save my life. So what we're going to do is try to paint or color the front sight blade so we can see it. And yeah, the old trick using nail polish, but I found another technique that may work better because I've done it in the past with different guns and the results were kind of alright, but somebody had a little bit more different method to use, and we're going to try that. So what you're going to need some acetone to degrease it. Now when it comes to using the acrylic nail polish to coat this, we're going to use 3 different types. First we're going to put white nail polish as a base, so you need white. Your color, which I picked kind of an orange color, and then clear nail polish. And I'll explain this once I can get the camera zoomed in, explain to you what's going on. And we're going to give this and try to fix our problem. Alright. Yes, the revolver is unloaded. Okay, so what our problem is the way this long front sight blade is, it's smooth also. Most pistols you'll see that the blade is got serrations or is rough, so it kind of breaks the light up. Well, whatever this finish is, in a way that the sunlight hits it, you can't see the damn sight in the rear notch. So a simple trick is to paint the sight, and there's different ways of doing it. People use testers, model paint or whatever. I kind of think nail polish is a bit more durable, and of course if you go the way of the way this is supposed to be done, but again this ramp isn't like a Smith & Wesson. There would be to mill out a notch and put a plastic insert of a different color in there, is the way they're done from the Smith & Wesson factory. But the way the geometry of this ramp is, I don't think it can be done that easily. So, what you do is, the guy suggested you put 2 coats of white nail polish. That's to give it a reflective surface, a coat of the color to give it the color to pick up the contrast, and then 2 coats of clear to protect that. So while you're holstering and unholstering the gun or whatever, you'll affect the clear nail polish protective coating will wear, not the color. And it's all pretty simple. See if I can set this up in another way. Okay, we've degreased the front sight with acetone. We have our white nail polish, and you just want to very gently put a coat on there, not too thick, but get a coat on there and let that dry, and then put a second coat of white on the ramp. So I'm going to let this dry for a bit and come back and put my second coat on. I've covered the whole ramp, which is a little overkill, but if you don't like it or it gets messy, you can always remove it with nail polish remover or something else. So that's one good thing about it. it can be corrected, straightened out, or retouched up. Okay, there's my second coat. And there does seem to be a little bit of running on the one side. So what we'll do is go get a Q-tip. And where it is running here, I'll clean that off. Can't see it, but I did have some run there, maybe a little here, and just clean it off. Okay, so that's 2 coats of the white, and I guess that's to give it a reflectiveness. And so I'm going to let this dry thoroughly before I go on to the other coat of nail polish. Okay, now we're ready for our color coats. And again, we want to do this pretty sparingly. And there we go. Then check it to see if it's running down the sight blade, which it's not, luckily on this one. And then we're going to let that coat dry. You can see, yeah, that's a lot better than what it was. I can see that pretty easily. And now the only thing after this dries is to put 2 coats of clear on there as a protectant, and we should be done with the sight modification. All right. Okay, the final step of our sight modification, clear coat nail polish. Now, we got 2 coats of white, 1 of the color, the orange, and the individual I seen his video recommended 2 coats of clear. Now, the reason for this is to protect the finish from wear, holster wear, and that. So, I'm going to put clear coat on there, let it dry, get a second one in, and then we should be done. Kind of fooling around with this while it was drying, kind of checking it out in good light. Now I was losing this in daylight. If you got light shining down, you can pick that sight up. But in certain lighting conditions, even this, I believe, the contrast isn't going to be good enough, so I don't know. But I'll let this dry, put another coat on, and we'll wrap this up and end the video. Alright, so we tried our slightly more advanced nail polish setup here on the site. Try to get some visibility out of it. And I'm going to say, I don't know, I can see it better than without the stuff on there. The only good thing about this, if it isn't satisfactory with some acetone, I can wipe it all off and try something else. There are several products out there. Some people just use Tester's model paint. There's several videos there about some kind of glowing. It gives you like night sights, some sort of simple paint add-on as a solution. I have to get out again. In the daylight, it appears that in the daylight with light coming down, I'm kind of better off with this than without it. If it'll be satisfactory or under different lighting conditions, I really don't know. It can be changed, but it's just something, you know, if you guys are fooling around, like to give it a shot, you can try that. All right. All right then, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.